Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another Fairy Tale Friday. It's been a hot second, but I am super excited about it. So today's story is quite wild, and it's called Drakestail. No, Drake's Tale. I'm sorry. I had never heard of this. I was very intrigued, and then I read it, and my mind was blown. So let's go ahead and get into it. So basically, it's about this man, and his name is Drakestail, and the reason why he is named Drakestail is because he is so small. But because he is so small, he has big brains. Big brain boy. Anyway, and so basically what it is he started with nothing and ended up with a lot of money. And so the king heard this, and the king, not being able to keep any money, decided to go to Drakestail and say, hey, can I have some money, like a loan? And he went ahead and loaned him some money for like 2 years. And at the end of the 2 years, he was kind of tired of loaning the money and getting nothing back. And so he went on a little journey to get his money back. So he was like, I'm going to go talk to the king and get all my money back because I need to have my money back. So the phrase he says is quack, quack. Let me see. It's quack, quack, quack. When shall I get my money back? And he's walking on a trail and he comes across a fox. And apparently this fox is his friend. And so he's like, what are you doing? And Drakestail is like, oh, I'm going to go see the king and whatever. And the fox is like, oh, take me with you. And he's like, well, I could take you with. But if you walk on 4 legs, you're going to be quite tired by the time we get there. So he says, go ahead, slip down my throat, and just stay in my, go into my gizzard, and I will carry you. And I had to, like, look up gizzard and, like, what was happening, because I was like, please tell me it's not actually, like, I was like, what? Is this not, like, a man? Is this, like, an animal? Like, what is happening? But it's a man. I'll, like, post a photo of Drakestail, but he is a small man. He is a midget of a man. And he's, like, wrapped up like a mummy. But he just swallows a fox, and the fox is like, okay, that sounds normal. I'll just go into your gizzard and wait it out. As you do. So then he keeps walking, and he comes across his lady friend, the ladder. And it's a literal ladder. Like, the photo I have here is a ladder with a face on it. It's a ladder. So, same thing happens. Where are you off to? I'm off to the king. Can I come with you? Yeah, but, like, when you walk on 2 wooden legs, you're gonna be tired. Go ahead and let me swallow you and go into my gizzard, and we'll be set. She's like, cool. So he swallows a ladder. As one does. I mean, why not? And, like, the phrase that they use when they're like, okay, I'll do that, is happy thoughts. I don't think happy thoughts when I think somebody swallowing me whole. And I think death, but that's just me. Apparently I'm negative. Anyway, so he goes ahead and keeps walking, and he comes across a wasp nest, and the same things happen. Where are you off to? I'm off to the king. Go ahead and swallow me, and I'll be in your gizzard. So he is like a fox, a ladder, a wasp nest, and I think that's it. All just hanging out in his gizzard. Anyway, so he finally arrives at the capital, and he's like, yo, let me in. And the guard is like, king, he's here, like, what do you want? He's like, oh, okay. Go ahead and let him in. I know why he's here. He's not getting his money back. What's going to happen is we're going to put him with poultry. So with the chickens and all that. So he's like, cool. He goes out and gets Drakestail. And he's like, hey, come on back. And he's like, awesome. Wait, what are you doing? And he's like, with all these, like, chickens. And the chickens are like, oh, we don't like this dude. He's an outsider. We don't like him. We're going to attack him. So all these little ducks start attacking Drakestail, and he's like, oh, I forgot, I swallowed a fox. Hey, fox, come on out. So the fox hops out of his mouth, I hope. Maybe it's another place, but he hops on out. And he kills all the chickens within 5 minutes. Just murders chickens in broad daylight. Cool. Alright, and then the king hears about it and it is like really annoyed. He's like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of him this time. Throw him down a well. So they go out and they throw him down a well, and he's like, hey, I have a ladder friend. So ladder friend, come on out and help me. So the ladder like hops out, climbs the ladder, and he's out. And the king hears this and is like, okay, fine, we're gonna really kill him and we're going to throw him into a burning like pit of like lava or something. And so they warm up the coals and he's about to be thrown in. He says, hey, oh, I forgot. He did meet a river. He met a river and he swallowed the river whole. I don't know if it's just like the whole river. It's just like a dried up like plot of land, or maybe just like a sip. I don't know how this works. He swallowed a box. Anyway, he's like, river, come on out. And so she's like, okay. So she puts out the coals and actually goes into like the pipes and everything, comes out in the like main hallway where the king is, in like a 4-foot like tidal wave with Drakestail singing merrily about where is his money. And the king is livid at this point. He goes, okay, go ahead and bring him in. Bring him in to see me. I am going to slit his throat. He is mad. So he's like, finally, you get to see me. So he walks in and sees like everybody with their sword out, and he's like, I got this. Hey, wasps, come on out. So the wasps come out and attack, and they jump out the window, the king, and die. And so the common folk see this. They like see the king like legs up on the concrete, and they're like, what's happening? So they go in, and Drakestail at this point had been searching for his money and realized that it had all been spent and he has nothing left. So he goes over to the throne and like sits down like, oh, dang it. And the people come in and they're like, oh my gosh, somebody else is on the throne. We're saved. We have a king. And he is proclaimed the king. And it literally says like, Drakestail, who was no longer surprised at anything. And I would no longer be surprised at anything either if I swallowed the things he did. Anyway. So yeah, he is now the king of this kingdom. And he says, let's go to supper, I'm hungry. He obviously has a huge stomach, so he probably is very hungry. But that is Drakestail. I thought this was a wild story. It's kind of funny. Like, I could definitely see how, like, kids would enjoy it. Be like, he swallowed a ladder. Because it is just kind of outrageous and ludicrous and kind of funny. So in that regard, it's a cute little story, and it's cute to see the images. I'll try to post some if I can find any online, but this little man just standing up to the king with his little sword, and it's very cute. But yes, so if you liked this video, go ahead and give me a subscribe and a like, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!